The Seattle Mariners' incredible postseason run has ended in heartbreak, and the blame is now falling squarely on manager Dan Wilson. In a Game 7 collapse that stunned fans across Major League Baseball, the Mariners saw their World Series dreams slip away after a series of controversial decisions from their first-year skipper. In Toronto, the stage was set. The Mariners were just 9 outs away from their first World Series appearance in more than 2 decades. George Kirby gave Seattle an excellent start, allowing just 1 run through 4 innings. Julio Rodriguez and Cal Raleigh both hit home runs, giving the Mariners a comfortable 3-1 lead heading into the late innings. Everything was going perfectly, until Wilson made a move that changed everything. Instead of letting Kirby continue or bringing in closer Andres Muñoz, one of baseball's best relievers who was fully rested and ready, Wilson chose to remove Kirby after just 4 innings. He turned to starter-turned-reliever Bryan Woo, who delivered 2 solid innings, but then allowed 2 base runners in the 7th inning. With the game hanging by a thread, everyone expected Muñoz to take the mound to protect the lead. But to the shock of fans, players, and analysts, Wilson instead brought in Eduard Bazardo, a reliever who had pitched 2 innings the night before and appeared in 8 of Seattle's 11 postseason games. That decision proved fatal. Bazardo, clearly fatigued, threw a sinker right over the middle of the plate to George Springer, one of the most dangerous postseason hitters in MLB history. Springer crushed it for a 3-run home run, flipping the game completely. The Blue Jays took a 4-3 lead, and that blast would send Toronto to the World Series for the first time since 1993. Meanwhile, Seattle was left in disbelief. Their best reliever never left the bullpen. Their manager made the move that everyone will question all winter long. After the game, Wilson admitted the mood in the Mariners clubhouse was heavy with disappointment and frustration. He said, "It's very mixed. Disappointed, obviously. Frustrated." Blue Jays ace Kevin Gausman later commented that Bazardo had pitched in nearly every postseason game for Seattle and looked exhausted, making the decision even more baffling. Even Blue Jays manager John Schneider admitted he was surprised. He said he expected Wilson to walk Springer and bring in a lefty instead. "I actually thought he was going to bring in Spear," Schneider said. "I love that he left the bat in Springer's hands." In the end, Springer delivered one of the most memorable moments of his career, and Seattle's season came to a crushing end. Catcher Cal Raleigh summed it up best, saying, "I hate to use the word failure, but it's a failure. What we expected was to get to the World Series and win the World Series." For the Mariners and their fans, it's a painful reminder of how quickly everything can unravel in October baseball. For Dan Wilson, it's a moment that will haunt his managerial career for a long time. The Seattle Mariners' dream season ends in disappointment, not because of what the players did wrong, but because of the buttons their manager chose to push at the worst possible time. This is USArc News, bringing you the story behind the headlines.